Contractors, here's what you need to know before buying another shared lead from Angi, HomeAdvisor, Thumbtack, Bark, and the list goes on. And so in this video, I'm going to break down what actually happens when you buy a lead. And my name is Stefan. I'm the co-founder here at Contractor Launch, where we build in-house marketing systems for contractors so they never have to rely on these crappy lead selling companies ever again. And so here's what actually happens when you buy one of those shared leads. It's not just you buying the lead. We all know this, right? They resell that same lead to typically 4 to 6 other contractors in your area. And so what happens is you think you're getting a hot prospect, oh, whoop-a-dee-doo, someone wants my service, but you're really in a bidding war. And now what's happening is when this person has an influx of quotes coming in, they're just going to go, well, which one's the cheapest? And that's why you often find people saying like, oh, well, this guy can do it for cheaper. And you know damn well your service is way better than his and you can do a way better job. But once again, when people are given the option of so many different quotes, they're naturally going to go with what's cheapest. It's just how we operate as human beings. And so now you find yourself stuck in this situation where the only way that you can even get leads, and let's not even mention the fact that half, if not more than half the leads you get are invalid and not even real people, if even homeowners at all that even are looking to get anything done, you're literally competing for what's the lowest price you can offer. And so you find yourself in a bidding war with other companies, maybe quoting a job for a price you would normally never do, but you're just hoping to get a job because you're like, well, I've only got this lead this week, and now you're sacrificing what you normally would be doing. And so there's actually a pretty cool stat here, which is that shared leads typically convert only 7 to 15%. Whereas if you compare that to exclusive leads convert at 25 to 40%. That is almost a 3x multiple if you go from shared leads to exclusive leads. And there's way less competition because they're exclusive, and that's why the conversion rates are so much higher. And that also means that you can charge top dollar. It means the clients are going to be happy you're actually getting good work done, and you get way more clients this way. And so that's why, there's something to be said that yes, Angi's can work. Yes, Thumbtack, HomeAdvisor, Bark, yes, these platforms can work and there's a time and place for each of them. But for most contractors, you're better off building a system that you own, right? That you own outright yourself that can generate you exclusive local leads to just you. Because, we all know you get a lead come in, okay, you buy a lead, whatever the case is, you go to call, oh yeah, sorry, we've already got another company. Right? And you're on the job site. You're not sitting here on your phone all day waiting for phone calls. You're busy, right? You don't have time for things like this. And that's why if you don't have a vehicle which can generate you your own leads, you're going to be stuck forever relying on someone else. And if your business is dependent on somebody else, you don't have a business. You don't have, the whole point of getting into business is to have freedom. It's to have autonomy, right? That's why I got into business, and all the contractors I speak with, they say they got into business because they wanted to have control. They wanted to know what was going on. Yet most contractors rely on someone else for their lead source and for their job flow. And so that's something to be very, very careful of when using these platforms, is at any moment in time, your lead flow can get shut off like that, right? At any moment, they could just decide no. And there goes your business if you do not have your own self-sustaining source of lead flow coming in. And so that's why we built the system here at Contractor Launch. And for context, I actually used to knock doors for a painting company and worked as a carpenter for a while, doing house demos, renos, etc., and a bunch of other dirty work that you would probably hire me for as the last man on the job, just to clean up some kind of stuff. And I realized I'm not very good with my hands, transparently, okay? But what I do have a knack for, and what I am good at, is generating exclusive vetted leads and building systems for contractors that stand the test of time, okay, especially in this digital world we're living in where everyone is on their phones 24/7 like this. It's stupid, I know, right? I don't like it either. I don't even like my phone, but it's vital, and it's a necessity to maintain and sustain and grow in this world we're in, right? 20 years ago, you could, put a sign in someone's yard, hand out a few business cards, and maybe send some mail, maybe get a radio ad, maybe post on Yelp, right? That might be a bit too far, and that would be good. You'd be making a ton of money. Now times have changed, and if you aren't going to adapt, you're going to fall behind. And so before you go use these platforms, be very aware that this data is shared to plenty of other people. It's why the quality of leads are so bad. It's why the conversion rates are so low. And it also makes it very taxing for you spending all this time for a lead that inevitably doesn't even convert. And that's very, very difficult, right? Especially when you're doing all this work all the time. And so if you're, wondering why you're constantly kind of haggling over the price, There you go. That's why. It's because they've got 7 other quotes already this week from other contractors who know that they're going to be competing. And so people, downbid and quote lower than they normally would because they know that everyone else is going to be coming in. And, when there's 7 other guys, the only way to get the job is by being the lowest one, right? Which is sad because it shouldn't be the way. It should be whoever does the best work. But when you get given the abundance of all these different options, you're just going to pick, right? If there's 7 girls standing here, you get to pick the girl you want. You'd be, well, who's the hottest, right? And that's just how we are, right? Stupid, but it's how we are. And so that's why a lot of guys come to us, right? Imagine how much time and money you'd kind of save if you owned a system and the leads were yours, right? They were only yours. It was your system. You could control if you wanted 20 leads this week, you'd get 20. If you wanted 5, you get 5. You could turn it on, off. You could put it up, put it down. You could control the lead flow, the lead quality, everything of that. Like, how much money would you save? How much time would you save? How much better would your business run? As most contractors say, a lot. And that's why they come to us, is to have us install our entire end-to-end system, right? We do everything, right? The whole thing is, you're good at your trade. You are good at what you do, and you should get paid top dollar for that, right? But truth be told, most contractors are not good at the marketing side of things. They are not good with tech, and that's where we come in. Is we build up this entire system for you. It's done for you. We will set up the ads in your ad accounts. We will create the ads. We will run the ads. We will set up the Google profiles, the websites, the Facebooks, the Instagram. We'll optimize it. We'll post on there. We'll take care of the reputation, the branding, all the social media side of things. We'll get the leads. We'll qualify them. We'll vet them. We'll set up your entire software that you can have on your phone, where you can text all your leads in one single platform. You can book appointments. You can send invoices, the whole 9 yards. It's all done for you. It's very simple. It's very easy. And so if you're a contractor looking for something like that, there'll be a little link below. You can speak with me or my business partner. No crappy sales reps. It'll just be one of us you can talk to directly. We'll give you a walk through the system. If it makes sense, great. If not, we'll still send you a bunch of information that can hopefully help you out and help you make more money, because you deserve it, because you're hardworking. So hope you enjoy the video. And if you have any questions, drop the comment below.